No, because if I'd have mentioned finishing in my last video, they would have known which player I was referring to. Do you know what I'm saying? His finishing should be better. What do you mean? I get there in the end. If you lose a bit of weight, man, maybe you'd be fucking more desirable. All right, guys, how's it going? So, Ben Jacobs, do you remember him? He's the journalist that really raised his profile when Liverpool Football Club were looking for investors or a possible club sale. I think that was November 2022 when that started. I don't know, I got a terrible memory, but I think it was around then. I'm sure it was in November. And he literally, in my opinion, built his, progressed at least his career from, putting all these different claims out at the time. He'd put a claim out, an exclusive one day, 2 days later, deny his own exclusive and stuff like that. Really raised his profile. A little bit like Pedro the Parrot was trying to do, Pedro Sepulveda, over the Ruben Amorim stuff. So yeah, we draw, comparisons there. Ben Jacobs succeeded. I'm not sure Pedro the Parrot did. But anyway, Ben Jacobs, we're just going to touch on something he's mentioned. And he says that compensation for Arne's slot is likely to be 10 million euros plus, should a deal be agreed. Could be closer to 15 million euros, depending on other backroom staff exits. So he's basically saying that it's going to cost Liverpool £8.5 million plus to secure his services, which could be around £13 million, could go up to £13 million, depending on other backroom staff exits, right? So I just thought I'd throw that out there to you, because obviously we heard how much it would have cost to land Ruben Amorim. We were told 20 million euros, but then there was a verbal agreement with the president there that if certain clubs came in, then maybe he'd let him go for 10 million euros, which would be the same sort of figure as this chap. But you know what? I'm not really too bothered about that. But do you not find it funny that Ben Jacobs, for example, knows the finer details of what Feyenoord may want, but never fucking uttered his name, as far as I'm aware, until all this stuff was leaked by the club anyway? Right? It makes me laugh, because these are the professionals, guys. We're just football supporters, right? But these are the professionals. These journals, they go to, to university and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? But they knew nothing previously. I don't remember anyone at any time mentioning this chap's name. I mean, we looked at the betting odds all the way back from January, right? And we spoke about all the different candidates. And I don't ever remember uttering Arne Slot's name. I really don't. Until recently, prior to it being leaked, prior to it all coming out, I did a video for you guys saying, guys, this fucking Arne Slot's shot into the betting out of nowhere. What's going on kind of thing. And I didn't do that video when it happened. I think it was the day after. I think I'd been out on Lash or something like that. And I was catching up. I remember doing it. And I was like, well, where's that come from? Do you know what I mean? But now these journalists, they know fucking everything now. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm just in a bad mood after last night's game. So he could be right. Who knows? But I'm just putting it out there. That's how much Ben Jacobs is claiming that Liverpool would have to fork out in compensation. All right? If you appreciate the video, please give me a thumbs up, you know what I mean? My effort, whatever. Not much effort, is it? But you know what I'm saying. Please drop me a comment. Do you agree with what I'm saying here? Yeah. If you want to buy me a coffee or a beer, I'm going to an away game, Jolly Boys outing on Saturday. So I'm going to be taking some beers in a little bag with ice and all that. So if you want to contribute to that, hit that super thanks button. But read the video description. Connect with me on Instagram and Twitter and stuff, X. Because then you'll be able to see what we do on the weekend. Join the mailing list. Please join the mailing list. There's the mailing list. I'm going to really do a daily thing on that during the week once all this dies down. That's how Cop Talk started. It started out as a mailing list before it was a website in the 1990s. And I had thousands of Liverpool fans all over the world that were tuned in to what I'm doing now, but in a written format by email, because we didn't really have websites back then. That's how fucking old I am. So yeah, read the video description and let me know what you think about Ben Jacobs. Yeah, just let me know what you think. Let's pick on Ben Jacobs. No, we don't like any form of bullying or anything like that. That's not what this is about. It's just an observation that these journalists, they didn't know anything about this, and then they know everything. And it's just so frustrating to see sometimes. But there you go. All right, guys, I'll leave it with you. Speak to you soon, I hope.